Hey guys, John the Irish Bull Ward here. In today's video, I will be discussing on how to gain mass, focusing on how to build lean muscle. I will be doing this segment in 2 videos. This way you can really retain on what I have to say. It's not complicated, but once you truly understand this, you'll be on your way to making your own fitness routines and your own diets. Now, what I want to start with is that everybody is different and everybody is at a different stage with their weight training program. I mean, for example, some people don't even have a weight training program and don't train at all with anything. Some people put muscle on very easily and some people don't. Some people are at their muscular potential and some people have just started working out. And also, everybody's metabolism is different. So every situation is different, just like no 2 snowflakes are the exact same. But before I get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do so and turn the bell notification on so you are notified when new videos are available. This is a family comedy fitness channel, so we're about making fitness fun. Now, when it comes down to building muscle mass, there is no magical formula or magical fitness routine. It comes down to 3 basic principles: your training, nutrition, and rest. Let's start with your training. When you're building for muscle mass, you want to be aware of what muscle fibers you are targeting. Like in my last How Should I Train video, I discuss endurance training and how it targets slow twitch muscle fibers. And with mass training, you want to target fast twitch muscle fibers. Now, in my first How Should I Train video, I talk about muscle fibers. Now, in order to target muscle fibers that build muscle mass, you need to push yourself with a high volume of weight in a 45-second interval. You want your reps to be nice and controlled. And here's a tip: go slower on the negative part of the lift. Example, bringing the bar down to your chest while doing a decline press, because you are stronger in this part of the movement. So each rep should be about 4 to 4.5 seconds long. So you should be lifting a weight that you can get about 10 reps with, give or take a couple of reps. Remember, everyone is different. Also, there are some muscles that respond better to higher rep training, like forearms and some leg exercises. Now, you want to have a high volume during your training time. And what I mean by this is, let's say your training program, example, I will pick one exercise, your bench press. And I'm talking about your bench press sets after you've already done your warm-up and your warm-up sets. So let's take 3 sets of bench press. Let's say your maximum bench press is 200 pounds, but you can bench press 150 pounds 10 times in a 45-second period, a 45-second set. Well, that's what I mean by volume. 10 times 150 pounds is 1,500 pounds, and 200 pounds once is just 200 pounds. So you can see that training volume compared to training really heavy, how your number for training volume will be much higher poundage compared to training really heavy. Now, lifting your max or close to your max with just a few reps is a completely different type of training, which I will be getting into in future episodes. Now, the time you should wait in between sets should be about 1.5 minutes, maybe a little bit more, give or take. Like I said, everybody is different. Now your second, third, or even fourth set, in order to get the 8 and 12 range, you might have to decrease the weight a little bit, and that's okay. Also, a very important fact, the last 2 reps of your sets are the most important, because this is where you get minuscule tears in your muscle fibers, which is what starts muscle growth. Now, nutrition and rest is what completes the process of muscle growth, and I will be explaining this in part 2 of this segment. Now, there's a debate on whether every hard set should be to your complete max. Well, I think most of them should be, but also rest and mild training has its place too. Slowing down on training and getting more rest is great for injury prevention. Now, this brings me to the end of this segment. I just want to leave you this little bit of information when it comes to training. When I say you need to lift light for endurance and need to lift heavier for muscle mass, this doesn't mean you're not going to get bigger by training endurance and vice versa. It just means some ways of training are more efficient depending on what your goals are. And also, remember, I also say everybody is different. Your training will respond to whatever your genetics responds to best, whether it be light lifting or heavy lifting. So stay tuned for part 2 of this segment, where I will discuss nutrition and rest, what their roles have to do with building mass. Thank you. Have yourselves a great day.